Degeneracy Live.
Oh, okay.
Am I on the...
Okay.
Skip... Okay. Oh, Christ. No, I have to start the countdown all over. What the heck? It started streaming when we were, like, at the 40-second mark. We're like, no, it's not going to work without the anticipation.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, I thought this was a professional operation.
Listen, things have been working. It's not
Good.
bad. Hey.
It could be worse.
Listen, I know... Okay.
Alright. Now, before we start the podcast, SRV, I just want to make sure that you're qualified to talk about this. So can you scream the N-word as loud as you can?
Nike.
It's pronounced Nike.
Scandalous.
It's actually pronounced Nike, like, actually.
Wait, really?
Yeah, really.
No,
Yes, it is.
I don't believe it.
I made Daniel believe that last time, and I was just gonna do it to... I was gonna see how many people I could convince. I'm live right now! Why are you talking to me? He said the word Nike. I'm like, oh, it's pronounced Nike.
Well, they tell you that, like, Porsche is pronounced Porsche, so, you know...
What do you mean by they? You're starting this out bad.
What
You
do
know what
mean?
you people say?
Hey, wait a
What do you
minute.
mean by they?
Are you just racist against triangles? Is that what's happening here?
I thought you were a
Shapesist.
species. Shapesist. Welcome,
Yeah,
everybody, to
shapesist.
Degeneracy Live, episode 11 of the
Hello.
Degeneracy Live program. Oh, today's actually a Memorial Day. Like, oh, damn it, I fucked up the joke. I was gonna say it's an actual holiday and be like, oh, it's the end of the Middle Ages Day, but I said Memorial Day instead of holiday.
Yeah.
In
Also, that-
memoriam of iDubbbz old content.
There we go. See, it goes full circle.
Full
It's
circle.
also National Cock Arvin Day. I don't know what that means. Apparently, it's related to King Henry the Fourth. So,
Well, that's the real
If you-
important holiday today.
if you wanna eat King Henry the Fourth's cock, today's the day to do it.
Well, it's also
Always the day to do that.
National Biscuits Day in the UK.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. I know. I'm shocked too. They got a National Biscuits Day.
Are
I
they
thought that
talking
was
about
just all the
cookies?
time.
A friend of mine just texted me, said, "You have a podcast now?" 11
Really good
episodes
job
in, good
promoting.
friend. So today,
Everyone should know if a loved one has a podcast.
or a significant other, even.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about iDubbbz being a pussy, but first I want to show you guys a clip. So I recently became a not failure at life and graduated from community college, right?
Loser.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. So we're going up on stage. This is us receiving our awards and our degrees, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play how that went. For me, specifically. Listen carefully.
Janus.
So in the background, I don't know if you could hear it because they live stream this with only like the left audio channel. But it's me saying very clearly to this woman that my name is Polly Maloney. Polly. So let's hear, and I also won an award, the Telecom Faculty Award, right?
It was a good day for you.
It was a good day. It's supposed to be
No.
perfect, right?
Nothing could possibly ruin this day.
Holly.
The fuck?
Paul A.
Paulay. What the fuck is Paulay?
That sounds like how
Wale.
Chris Chan would pronounce your name.
Paulay?
Sounds like Forrest Gump.
Paulay with the telecom. My god. Like, it's just me looking... You can see my reaction to this, like, right here. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Fucking idiot.
Well,
Wow.
that's a shame.
That's the one thing in the world. That was her only job in the whole world. And she fucked it up.
And your day was ruined.
My disappointment was immeasurable. And my day was ruined.
I'm glad that all the iDubbbz fans got the perfect pre-game for the topic with
We're
that.
easing them into the video.
Yeah.
Bronze Show, what are we gonna do? Talk about one thing? We have to at least talk about two things.
Yeah, and I'm sure that the overlap of iDubbbz fans and people who were there when you graduated community college are just a perfect circle.
That was the real controversy. Whatever iDubbbz is talking about, nothing compared to that.
Yeah.
Scandalous. So if we don't know, I'm gonna screen share again. By the way, because it's on a different browser. But if you guys are unfamiliar in the audience, or in this VC, iDubbbz recently put up a video called "I Miss the Old iDubbbz." This is after he uploaded a video explaining why he did not want Froggy Fresh in his boxing match, his Creator Clash tournament, right?
Yep.
And the reason why, essentially, he didn't want him in his Creator Clash tournament is because Froggy Fresh was friends with someone that made fun of him and his wife a lot.
The evil Sam Hyde. Scandaling, I don't know the word. Making an evil scheme. You know?
Scheming?
Yeah, scheming. I should have come up with that. Clearly, this is going to be a good commentary.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, all right. First of all, I do think that I don't think it's too unreasonable for him to be like, I don't want this guy like in company anymore, because
Yeah.
he's like repeatedly denigrating him and his wife like incessantly to the point where
Yeah.
iDubbbz is like, could you at least save it for after the boxing match?
Yeah,
I
that
feel
was the
like-
reasonable part of his video.
Yeah. But now with this latest video, just before this video was uploaded, like I think a few hours ago, I made a post that was like, because iDubbbz kind of lampshades his old content being irresponsible. He says that's irresponsible and misguided. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that, well, first of all, there was definitely a lot more to the Froggy Fresh situation than that. That adds a bit more nuance to it. Like, iDubbbz denying over and over again that it was because of Sam Hyde, when in making that video, which is like the final nail in the coffin of the saga, he just admits that it was because of Sam Hyde.
Yeah, he just
Even
gave
though-
up denying it.
Yeah.
Where did he deny this? I haven't seen that.
He did it a bunch of times. Him and Anissa did it a bunch of times. They said that it was just because of like his behavior.
For a while, I
Essentially.
felt
Oh
like
fuck!
if I changed my
Stop.
Yeah, that
Very
guy.
rude of iDubbbz to interrupt.
That's the guy that
Rushman.
said that. Yeah. I'm your superior, Ian.
content over time,
You
that
speak when spoken
I
to.
didn't unpause.
see that as a reflection
Stop!
of who I am.
He doesn't want us to
Stop.
get a
No.
word in.
My God, I literally my hands are off the mouse right now.
Of course, he wants to preach to us.
Very irresponsible of you, iDubbbz. Bronze was talking.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bronze.
Yeah, but yeah, there was more to that, and also other things also happened that like ramped up that. So it felt more like iDubbbz was waiting for an opportunity. Because Froggy Fresh got removed off of the card after like, well, one, he made fun of Anissa, and two, like he clapped back at Anissa's mom, who made some like weird remark about how short he was or something. Called him like the more slowful version of midget. I don't know. I think it was dwarf or like
Short.
goblin or something.
Idiot.
I think he got called a goblin by Anissa's mother.
Stupid.
She should be a commentator. That would be very funny to watch.
She should
would
go to
be.
Creator Clash 3.
She's on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why.
I like old
Defend
people on Twitter.
Anissa.
I think that they're the lifeblood of Twitter that's underappreciated.
Calling people goblins.
Buying Twitter Blue.
Yeah. The content creator's mother demographic is very strong.
But so in that video, he kind of lampshaded that his old content was irresponsible and that like he had a negative influence on the world because of it. You know, that basically anyone that liked his old content is like a white supremacist. Okay, he didn't necessarily
that's
say
not.
that.
It's a little less than that. Don't pull that.
He did say in his last video that like I don't want to take it away from you, your appreciation. But then in this video, he's kind of more like, yeah, you're kind of a shitty person for being like watching my.
I mean, if you're continuing to have the like mindset that was back in the day, then I could see that. But just being a fan of the content in general, I don't think that that's what he's talking about.
Let's establish context. Okay, so back in the a different time period, 2017.
Back to the past.
iDubbbz made a lot of content cop videos where he would satirically critique people. Like he started out with like food reviewers and like toy review channels, and then he
His first one was on a reaction channel.
Hijinks,
Yes.
reaction channel, in which I think he said, "If you like this, kill yourself," which is the most based he's ever been. But then he moved on to bigger targets like Keemstar, Tanamojo, and then the last one he did was on Rice Gum. Unless you count this one, which is like on himself.
Mm.
What are your thoughts on those videos?
I think they were well made. Like, I think he argued pretty well, and he made them all entertaining. I don't think they're like
entertaining.
evil.
Certainly, I don't think they're evil for like. Well, first of all, I don't think that they're evil. I think that the way that he talks about them, you'd think they're like executions of fucking kittens or whatever. But what?
I will say, I've said this before with you, but it wasn't on air because of course we had to talk about this as soon as the last episode wasn't live. But I did rewatch all the content cops in preparation for this, and I will say that especially the early ones, the humor has not aged the best, and I don't know if all of the arguments in them are like they hold a lot of water or they're as strong as people remember them for being. Like the Keemstar content cop, most of that was just, oh, Keemstar was mean.
Well, all right. First, I want to establish something to the viewers at home. When like the Content Cops series was airing, we were like 14, and when iDubbbz was part of the reason why iDubbbz's Content Cop videos were so persuasive is that he just spoke extremely confidently about what he was saying, and then said like in the Tanamojo video, he said the statement like, "Here's a statement most logical people can get behind. It's either all okay or none of it's okay," and he was referencing in terms to how like the N-word in America is typically seen as like a lot more like vulgar and offensive than comparable words. Like the K slur for Jewish people isn't nearly as like really offensive in practicality, because like obviously on paper it should be, but practically it's not perceived as being as offensive as like the N-word, right? You could get away with saying the K slur on television, or like even on like probably Twitch or YouTube. When what? You could.
I don't know.
You could.
Not on Twitch. Definitely not on Twitch.
Not on Twitch. Maybe not Twitch. But even though maybe.
And also,
Twitch.
no. I don't know if you could say any slurs on
if I had
TV
pronouns?
It's
Yes,
also
I'd like-
worth saying that, like, Tana was criticizing iDubbbz for using the N-word, and then she'd just go and say the F slur.
And
Like
also
when
the
quoting
N-word.
him.
And
Yeah,
also
that
the
too.
N-word.
In the past, she definitely said that.
And then yes. I do think that's hypocritical on Hannah's part. I know this like
Yeah.
7-year-old drama.
Saying the N-word years ago and then trying to criticize someone for saying it after those years have passed, those could just be seen as like normal growth away from using that word. But no, she just like continues to casually use slurs.
Comparable slurs, but I think
And
the
also-
interesting point that he go ahead.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, to like push back against the "it's all okay" or "none of it's okay" argument, because I don't think that has aged very well either. Because, first off, back in the day, we were in for... I know that
a
it was
different
like,
time.
I know it was a different time, and slurs were
Cool.
normal somehow. Slurs were epic. But I still... You can't just deny that people were offended by slurs that weren't the N-word.
I mean, yeah.
We even
That's
say
not
that-
necessarily what I'm saying, but like,
I know, but like, you even just like trying to power scale the offensiveness of slurs. I feel like they're not all comparable with each other, but they're all in the same like category of level of
I
offensiveness.
don't think most people are gonna be as offended by the K slur as they are by the N word, which is interesting because victims of the Holocaust that are called the K slur happened more recently than. I'm gonna stop this. I'm gonna stop this.
Well,
I'm gonna squash
I think
that.
if you say, like, I disagree with the use of any slur, you're not really disagreeing with either all of it's okay or none of it's okay. You're just
That's how
saying
I
that
took
none
it.
of it's okay.
That's how I took
Well,
it back
sure.
in the day, where
I mean,
like
I disagree with all of it's okay. I don't think that should be an
well,
option.
That's how I took it as a kid, where it's just like I kind of took it as none of it's okay, and that's sincerely how I took it. Because like I thought about that statement, I was like, well, I don't really think we should be using the N word. So if we're not using the N word, I don't think we should be using
Well,
the other words.
the thing was, iDubbbz was heavily implying that in the video that the correct answer was all of it's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think in certain contexts, that's what he was arguing, but I don't know if he believes, like, any context it's all okay, or I don't think he believed that.
Do you think it's racist for, a 6th grade teacher? This is the example you gave, like a 6th grade teacher to read Huckleberry Finn, like verbatim to children in the classroom?
I think it's a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't
know.
think that they should continue to do that. But I don't know. If it's in, you see, there's all this context that you got to worry about with things like this. And my idea with my like viewpoint with all of it or none of it is that none of it's just the better answer, because like you can get to the goal of like slurs not having any power in any context by there just not being slurs.
Something I thought was interesting is that South Park used to air basically any word that was not the word fuck would not be censored, right? But now Comedy Central has retroactively gone back and censored all the slurs, like even
Can't believe
retard.
South Park has gone woke.
But I think that's interesting in that like those words, there was the episode with Apologies to Jesse Jackson where they say the N word like 59 times, and then that didn't really get any outrage, and then now they've retroactively gone back and decided to censor those words in favor of them, I don't know, being more offensive than they were then. I don't know if
Well, do you
I'm
do
saying
you think
this in
that
a
they should
vacuum.
have done the?
I'm
Do you
saying
think that they should have done like the Warner Brothers, like this media was created in a different time, all the actions
Sure.
and words used in this
Sure,
are
I
not
mean,
to be.
That's not. I don't think that's unreasonable. But I was talking more so like in a vacuum. Like, is that a good thing?
Well, I think that it's a lot easier to just censor it, and people with basic media literacy can be like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense."
I don't think we should pretend it didn't happen. Like, we
Yeah.
can't just say, we didn't do
We
that.
can talk about
that
your
wasn't a
stance on the
thing."
Holocaust later.
Oh. Now, wait a minute, Drake. I don't know where we're going here.
Slow down, Drake.
Hold on there, Drake. Look at iDubbbz, he's judging us.
Yeah, you're just like, what are these guys talking about? They're still talking about whether saying slurs is okay in 2023. God.
I mean, it's not that I'm saying that slurs are okay. It's just I find that
It's just that a lot of the things you're saying sound like you're justifying saying slurs. That's the danger with discussions like this. It's like there are
You
nuances
think
to
I'm
be
gonna
had.
get this channel is 32 followers, okay? Hi Twitter.
But you have the prestigious number of like 2,000.
You have
Do you
like
think
6,000.
Yeah.
Do you think someone would
Ish.
click
Are
on
you
a
gonna clip
podcast?
this and put this on your TikTok?
Yeah,
It's called
somebody can't play.
Degeneracy Live. Surely they have to know what they're getting into, right?
Yeah, that's what the basic media literacy I was talking about.
Are racial slurs okay? We put together this panel of white men to discuss, says the chat.
Yeah. It's that image of like the 3 children sitting around the couch being like, is Fortnite cringe?
I actually wanted to find. Okay, this sounds bad. This sounds very white savory, but like, I wanted to find like a black person.
Yeah.
For the show, but I also I didn't want the show to get too political.
But unfortunately, we don't know any, so...
That was a joke about the show being too political, by the way. That was a joke to satirize people that say, oh, why'd they make it political whenever there's a dark-skinned person on screen.
Oh, okay, I get it. Took me a while.
Yeah.
Do we want to start this video? Or do we have any
Sure.
more, do we have any more
I think
commentary?
I think that's enough preamble about our views on the topic.
I mean, I don't know if I've really... I don't even know if I've really fleshed out my own views, per se, because, like, I don't think saying slurs is a good idea. But I also think the concept in a vacuum of the words no longer being offensive is appealing. However, I think in practice... Hang on, Bronze. Hang on. I think in practice, there's no real way to get to that without kind of just saying a bunch of slurs.
Well, you could also just not say slurs, but... The goal would be met either way if everyone said slurs, or if no one said slurs.
Either everyone says slurs, or nobody does.
And when everyone says the N-word, no one will be.
When everyone says the N-word, no one. I'd love that. Someone make that, like, hey, chat, hey, viewers, someone make that edit of the Incredibles man saying that.
The Incredible Man.
Incredible.
That's his name.
The guy.
For a while, I felt like if I changed my content over time, that people would see that as a reflection of who I am and what I value.
It's changed, man.
But I'm starting
Even his
to
arms have changed.
Even his hair has changed. But, like, why... Okay, I'm just going to ask. This has nothing to do with anything. Why did he... I think he looked best in, like, 2017. That's when he was happy making that content. Now he's
I
like...
think the long hair
terrible.
suits him.
He looks fucking terrible.
Everyone looks cooler with a mustache.
Yes.
Look at me as I'm trying to push my hair down to try and cover my massive forehead.
Do you think that was his goal?
I don't think he cares. I think he
well-
like kind of strives sometimes to just have a weird ass look like in his videos for no reason.
Yeah.
realize that that is a very weak and passive way to, run my channel and live my life. So
I don't think that's weak at all, right? To say, like, just let your content speak for you. Like, personal growth, does it have to be like a public service announcement?
I think that if he doesn't have any sort of personal public disavowalment of it, it'll be hard to actually step away from... What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Oh no. Is Discord updating right now? No! What the fuck? What the fuck is this? What is this? Why is all my shit fucked? Bruh. Why did Discord do that? Oh, you better not. You better not. You better not do this crap right now to me. Oh, it's doing the RTC fucking disconnected crap.
Still alive.
Yeah, I know I'm still alive, Amy. Thank you. You know what, Amy? I knew that. I knew that. So what Discord's doing right now is it's trying to connect through RTC, but it's terrible at it. So it just doesn't know any better. So I'm just going to sit here and wait for it to connect. And in the meantime, I'll break out Old Reliable. It seems today that all we see is violence in movies and sex on TV. Those good old-fashioned values on which we used to rely. Lucky there's a family guy. Lucky there's a man who positively can do all the things that make us laugh and cry. He's a family guy. Bruh. I was hoping that'd get us there. Should I sing a different song? What song should I sing? What do you reckon? I got it. Debbie just hit the wall. She never had it all. 1 Prozac a day. Husband's a CPA.
Copyrighted.
Why? It's just singing so good?
No.
Her dreams went out the door when she turned 24. Only been with one man. What happened to her
Debbie
plans?
just hit the wall. Debbie just hit the wall.
Debbie just hit the wall. Debbie just hit the wall. Debbie just hit the wall. Debbie just hit the wall. Debbie just hit the wall. Debbie
just hit the wall.
just hit the wall. Debbie 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 just hit the wall. Now this is really taking its time. Let me try reconnecting.
Seems today.
Dude, Discord's fucking updating for no reason. I didn't even ask for it. I didn't ask for this. Yeah, this is fucked, folks. Folks. Well, now that I'm the sole voice here, I'm saying that Bronze just texted me and said, actually, I take all that back. I think slurs should be normalized and accepted, but only in hateful context. That's a weird-ass text.
I can vouch. I'm looking at the same text.
Yeah, what the fuck, bro? Hey, that's fucked up. What the fuck are you saying, SRV? That's just a bunch of slurs. That's not even, like... That doesn't even have commentary.
I don't even know. I've never seen those slurs before.
I've never seen that one. The fuck is a goozlk? The fuck is that? What is that? Who is that even for? Oh, he's back.
There you are.
Hi there.
Hey.
I think
There
Discord
we are.
updated like in the middle of the stream by itself.
Okay.
Wow.
Back to what we were saying.
Are we live?
We are still live, yeah. That
Okay.
call was
Okay.
live.
I was saying a thing, and then you very rudely just left the call.
SRV was talking about like it not being necessarily weak, as iDubbbz put it, to kind of passively change your content. But I
Yeah.
think if you disagree with the content you've made now, if you don't like publicly acknowledge it, people are still gonna take that at face value for what they interpret. And
No
assume you still
acknowledgement
stand
is
by it.
bad. No acknowledgement's bad, but there's also like a correct way to acknowledge it. But also, back to what I was saying, back to me, because I love me.
You texted me
there
what
was-
you were saying.
There was like a
It's
show.
okay. I read your text. It's fine.
Well, I mean, the audience also hasn't, so I just like to say it because I love hearing the sound of my own voice and sniffing my own farts. So there is the like show don't tell aspect of it, but the content that he has shown hasn't been like the best. Like we talked about this as well. Like there's nothing to replace what he's gotten rid of in his content, what he's now ashamed of in his content. There's nothing to replace it, so it's just kind of like hollow. It's just content.
iDubbbz complains. It's just a straightforward, like no. I mean, no effort's a bad way to put it, but it's just like the thing I appreciate about iDubbbz. I made a tweet about this before he even put this video up. Is that like he really put a lot of care and effort into making the videos funny and entertaining. You know, poorly dated as they are, I think even minus the edginess, there's still an appreciation.
I don't think that he would go through the effort of making and like hand painting a Keemstar gnome and then like going out to the desert to make a skit of you shooting it or something.
Yeah, even like basic shit like what's in the box, or you know, what's that video we made? Don't watch this or something. That was a good video, and that's not even edgy.
Yeah,
like I made the tweet I said was iDubbbz's old content being edgy probably had the least to do with what made it good, for me at least. I think it's just it was simply unique, and now it's just he just uploads videos about random shit that's just like straightforward, like there's no subversion, or the comedy is just on one level, I guess.
He sorts peanuts now and ranks Chex Mix.
And makes fidget toys.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, people hated the squirrel videos when he was doing them. I thought that those were good because he was putting effort into them, right? Like I think
I liked the Chex Mix video.
I actually did like the Chex Mix video. I actually did.
Yeah.
But like
back to that, I haven't rewatched it. It's probably boring now. But
me and SRV were talking about this, where it's just like he's not. This was like years and years ago, but we were just talking about like his content didn't have the same level of effort put into it as it did back then. And the way he talks about his old content, he seems to make the insinuation that like the only reason people appreciated it, I guess maybe this is projecting a little bit, is that it was edgy. Where it's just like I don't think that was the sole principle of his content. Like I think you could make a better case for like Monkey Jones or something than iDubbbz.
Well, to be fair, like I'd say a third of the backlash coming to iDubbbz was because he's very publicly not edgy anymore. Some of it is just because he thinks it's edgy when that wasn't the point, but some of it is still people want him to be edgy when he isn't.
I think if he tried to be funny without being edgy, like the people that are mad he's not edgy, they might still be a little upset, but I think they would have been a bit more okay with it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, he didn't do anything to replace the edginess, so there's no like effort or like artistry to it, you know?
So now it's like he's interpreting the criticism of him making bad content. It's like, oh, you just don't like it because it's not edgy. What, you hate my wife too, right? I don't know. Again, this is probably projection, but it's like, this is really how it's felt like he's talking about it, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
He's personally attacking me and the things I enjoy.
I liked What's in the Box a fuck ton, dude.
Yeah.
What's in the Box was an awesome show that he did, and I wish he did more, because, like, that wasn't even an edgy show. That was just being goofy, right?
Yeah.
But it's just he put the effort into making that like funny and entertaining, you know? Or what I mean Kickstarter crap wasn't even necessarily edgy.
I'll say this. The funniest video iDubbbz has made in years is the Sam Hyde documentary, and not because it's edgy, but because of like the absurdity of the humor, like
absurdity
Sam Hyde
is a big thing about it, yeah.
Yeah, getting one of his friends to be like a bodyguard and saying, think it, dream it, do it. Like, it's not really edgy.
I don't know if that's iDubbbz's, like, fault that video is funny. That's more Sam Hyde.
Yeah, for sure.
But I will say, those documentaries are, like, the best content that iDubbbz has made. I genuinely think they're better than the Content Cops.
Yeah. He seems to be passionate about them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. And, you know, I mean, he's putting his effort into things like Creator Clash and those documentaries, so
yeah,
I guess that's where his effort's being spent, but I don't even necessarily buy that fully, I guess. I don't know. That's a bad thing.
It is funny that he's like, I now know that words hurt, so I'm going to pivot into punching people in the face in a boxing ring.
Yeah. I like how he's saying, I now know that words hurt, but then berated Froggy Fresh for like a half an hour.
Yeah,
Well,
that
he
was
did it first. He had it coming to him.
Well,
Yeah.
so did Tana. Tana started that drama, and he responded, and now he's like, "Oh, that's a terrible video. I harassed her."
Well, yeah. I mean,
if I were iDubbbz, I would not go purposefully to someone's event just to say the N-word next to them. But
No, I wouldn't either.
I mean,
but
her
I think,
reaction
like,
to that was total bullshit, though. You know that, right? Like,
he
you
made
can
some
tell.
lies. She
don't know
made some
that.
lies about him as well,
She
didn't
did.
she?
She did lie about him, like, blatantly. Like, saying that he locked her arm around her neck and, like, choking her out right then and there. He laid her down on the curb.
And that goes to the other half of that video about how her stories are exaggerated and stuff.
So there was a purpose for it.
There,
but I
there
still
was a
wouldn't have done
purpose.
it.
Yeah, but he says in this video here, which we have watched 4 seconds of, he says that he regrets that video, like, entirely, I guess. I guess he's speaking more broadly and, like, the impact it's had, but, like...
Actually, have you heard Tana's response to this?
I have heard Tana's response to this. I think she was
I saw a clip of this.
I saw...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this? Or are you talking about Tana's response to the content cop, where she was like, I'm sorry.
Tana's response to this video.
I don't
The
want to watch that.
apology.
The apology, yeah. It's somewhere. I know
I think we should watch
Keemstar.
this first, but...
Yeah,
Hey,
I'll
is
put
the
it...
video being screen shared for you, or no?
No, you have
it's
not
not.
turned screen share back on.
Listen, Discord decided to refresh and restart all on me. It's your fault.
Oh yeah, I need to say the thing. Wow, this is the most well-prepared podcast.
I was gonna try... You just inadvertently proved my point, because I was gonna try and server mute you before you could say that, but I couldn't get to it fast enough, so...
See?
See?
Yeah.
You know, if I'm going to have the balls to go to Tana's fan meetup and say slurs at her and then make a video about how
I mean,
it's okay
to
say
be
slur.
fair, you said a slur. You didn't say slurs, plural.
Yeah, get it right, iDubbbz.
That really makes it all okay.
That's revisionist history. That's what that is.
Sorry, guys. One of my friend's dogs just died. Anyways.
That's
I
not
think
funny.
I
I'm
should have
sorry.
the balls to make an apology.
Sorry for laughing.
Yeah, Keemstar hit them on Christmas Eve. Is the worst Christmas Eve ever.
Yeah.
Keemstar, he's done this so many times now.
Video and take accountability for the mistakes I've made. So that's...
I mean, I'm speaking, of course, before I've even watched stream this whole video, but I've watched the whole video, and I think my main critique of it is that he's speaking very vaguely and broadly, to where there's no specificity in what he regrets and what he doesn't regret. I mean, I think what he regrets most is his, supposed impact on his audience, right, from his content that's festered this culture of hatred from people that misunderstand or don't see the nuance in his content that he was trying to put in there. Well, well, you smiled at that, but what he thought he was doing at the time was saving the world.
The nuance of calling drinks the N-word.
You mean Tana Bronze.
I thought you said calling.
Oh, my mistake.
I thought you just said calling Chinks the N-word. I was like,
oh no, he doesn't say the N-word in the West Come
what this video
Seal's
is.
broken, by the way.
I've realized that I need to be crystal clear about what I believe.
He's not at all.
Yeah, especially... Yeah, now... I forgot he even said that. Is that he says, oh, I need to be crystal clear about it. It's like there's absolutely no specificity in this video other than him saying that he regrets making the Content Cop series.
Yeah, no video examples, no saying this is something I said and I regret it. He's just talking very broadly.
Because people go back, he mentioned specifically the it's all okay or not okay point, and he says that he doesn't agree with that anymore. He says that that's a lazy, I think he says that it's an intellectually lazy platitude, but he doesn't put in the I don't disagree necessarily, but he doesn't put in the effort to really refute that, you know, or explain why he no longer agrees with it.
Yeah, this whole video is just him being remorseful or growing out of edgy humor and regretting one of his videos.
So there's no room for ambiguity. I am responsible for creating a lot of hurtful and damaging content on this channel. And I've also created a culture of...
Does iDubbbz think that just criticizing people is harmful? Or making videos on people more specifically?
No, I mean, those toy channels, dude, they really, you know, took a big one there when he made a video criticizing the toy channels. Because, like, he's... What, like, the food reviews video, he doesn't say anything, like, even offensive in that video, right? You've seen it, so...
No, he doesn't.
Does he?
Really?
I don't remember him saying anything, like ways denied.
Even then, or, like, you know, like, the food reviews video, where basically, all he does is he calls people fat in that video, and he says that they make low-effort content, where they just speak into a camera with, like, a black t-shirt on, and kind of ramble on about ambiguous stuff.
For the record, the edgiest series he has is Bad Unboxing, and right now you could go on his channel and watch videos of him saying the N-word in those videos.
That's where the peak of his humor was, just him non-sequiturly saying that rape is good. So I think that that's worse than anything he said in a content cop, besides him calling Jinx the N-word, but...
Did he call Jinx the N-word?
I don't think he did.
Did he
actually?
He did. Literally, he, like, plays a clip, and then he, like, turns and goes, "Damn, this N-word is serious."
Oh, okay.
I don't remember that at all.
I remember
that happened.
In a while.
That happened.
That's Mandela effect for you. Go back. It won't be there.
It won't be.
Yeah, I guess so. iDubbbz took it down.
Now it'll be iDubbbz with 4 B's, and he never said slurs.
A lot of people spell his name with 2 B's for some reason. Like, Drunken Peasants, I think, reacted to this video a few days ago, and they put 2 B's in the title. I didn't watch their stream or anything, so I don't know, like, what they said about it.
To be fair, it's a weird username.
iDubbbz.
It really is.
iDubbbz.
Big Booty Bitches is what it stands for, right? What does it stand for now?
I don't know.
It stands for being,
bad?
Being not bad to blacks. No.
iDubbbz.
Yeah, I don't know what it stands for.
A friend of mine said that he wanted to be on this stream, but also refused to be on it because he had work, first of all, and second, because he didn't want to make any, like, off-the-cuff statements. And I'm worried that there's, like, some shit that he's screaming at the screen right now. It's like, why aren't you talking about... So I apologize.
Why aren't you talking about them?
Them. You know, them.
Them.
Singular.
Them.
Apathy and
they, them.
I don't know, a lot of, like, cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very...
I want to emphasize, by the way, that, like, I'm not even necessarily saying that he's wrong about all this, right? It's just inspecificity is the main criticism, right?
Yeah. So,
yeah,
I want to open the floor. So, what are you guys' Yes, I'm falling. What are your guys' thoughts on the claim that iDubbbz has, like, normalized or, like, cultivated a culture around, like, harmful, edgy humor, and if that's, like, caused harm in the real world or something?
It would have existed regardless of him, I think.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but that's not necessarily, like, that doesn't necessarily negate what he actually did, because we're talking about him and what he contributed.
And in this case, he didn't create it, it would have just been worse.
Yeah.
I think he has. I think he has contributed to, like, people falling into, like, you know, the alt-right pipeline or whatever. But I also think the demographic of people, I mean, this is kind of a non-response, I guess, but the demographic of people that see iDubbbz's videos and sincerely, genuinely take it as, like, you know, oh, I should hate blacks, might be more susceptible to that mindset to begin with, being intellectually lazy and not understanding like I said, the nuance he was intending to have in the
Yeah,
video.
I'd say that like it would be reasonable to assume that some people have like fallen that way, because like imagine someone watches the Tana episode and then they start watching those like street interviews where they try to like gotcha women into saying that they're hypocrites about not wanting to date me specifically. And then they go down to Sneeko, and then they go down to Andrew Tate, and then they go down to Jordan Peterson, and then they go down to Steven Crowder.
And then they go to Drake Dragsaw.
Then they go to Drake Dragsaw Ants.
The Degeneracy podcast.
And then they go to the Degeneracy Live podcast.
Welcome.
Hello. We are the pipeline.
I wanna also make sure that this is on stream. By the way, I found the picture I was talking about.
Yes.
Last episode.
The perfect image.
Go Monsters is a nice touch.
Yeah.
Scott said that joke. I didn't come up with that joke.
I was gonna say the biting wit.
Not edgy.
Is anyone
I don't think
hungry
they-
for
they-
Subway?
No, I'm actually kind of repulsed by Subway right now.
I'm never eating Subway
Bringing
again.
that photo up.
You know, some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel. So I don't want
Okay.
people to, get it confused about, where I
I think
stand.
some of them maybe, but I don't think all of them were cruel.
I think
I don't
I
know if like the one prank channel really deserved to be like a content cop.
that's a really funny ass video though.
It is. It's a good video, but I don't think it really fits in with like Hannah or Leafy or Rice Gum.
I think the Fine Brothers one is the worst one, because there's really the only example of
Yeah.
iDubbbz like bandwagoning, I think.
And he's pretty open about it being just like, yeah, I just wanted to jump on the bandwagon. Which that honesty is like the reason the video is entertaining, because he's just adding on to it and he knows that he's just
I
adding on to
actually
it.
think the Fine Bros episode is my least favorite episode, the Content Cop series. Like, it's the one that I always
Yeah.
skipped.
Yeah.
I thought the how to prank it up video was fucking funny as hell. Like, him showing off like the balloon trick, and like he's only doing like one window of it, and it's like you want him to cover every window with balloons, just for them to open up the house and realize it's not filled with balloons. Great fucking prank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny. Like, he doesn't. What does he say that's like cruel to that guy necessarily? He's just kind of he's just kind of saying like, your content's lame and for children and babies.
Pretty lighthearted,
check.
I would say.
Someone, I don't remember where.
Pretty
I saw
lovable,
this,
actually.
but
Lovably.
someone did like an analysis of like the impact that Content Cop had on these channels, and I remember that the How to Prank It Up channel actually got hit pretty hard. They like lost subs and stuff.
Let me tell you a
Do you think
story
there was-
about like. Let me tell you a story. I mean, I don't know if that's necessarily contributing to the video being cruel, but I'll tell you a story where like, on the way to school one day, kids were playing Rice Gum music. Like, it's everyday, bro, with the Disney Channel flow. Bully at school, now you're bullying your bro. That shit, right?
Yeah.
And iDubbbz's video dropped during the school day. On the school bus ride back, no one was playing. They were all playing Asian Jake Paul. No one was playing the fucking Rice Gum anymore, and no one did. Day after, no one ever played Rice Gum after. So
iDubbbz did do one good thing for society.
true. But I am saying that to support your. I don't know if this is your thesis necessarily, but like whenever he would do a video on like content, like a Content Cop video, those that he was criticizing would lose like a lot of followers and support. But I don't know if that's symptomatic of the videos being cruel. I think that's just,
I mean,
a lot of.
I think it's more in hindsight that like I don't know if they deserved a Content Cop level like bomb to their analytics.
I mean, maybe there was more deserving targets at the time than. I think there
Yeah.
were more concerning issues in 2017 than how to prank it up.
Yeah.
But then again, I think him making videos on whatever he felt like was part of the reason that was good. Because like him making a video on the Fine Brothers, as you said, it just being kind of like a bandwagon video. It's the reason I always skip that video whenever I remember the series exists and rewatches it. By the way, Leafy's fine. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
What do you mean? But elaborate on that.
Leafy's fine. Like, he's still
He's just
living
fine.
in like his fucking apartment in New York City. He just doesn't make videos anymore. Like,
He streams
fine.
a lot.
Does
Well,
he?
Keemstar did.
Yeah, he's around.
But he hates
Keemstar-
trans people now.
He does.
What about Keemstar?
Keemstar interviewed Leafy one time, and Leafy said he wasn't even mad about the content cop. I think a lot of the content
I don't think
cop
Keemstar
people
is mad about the content cops either. I think Keemstar
Yeah.
still talks to the iDubbbz pretty regularly.
Yeah, he said when the content cop released, I think you're funny, I'm not mad. So, like, why is
But I'd
iDubbbz
end your
apologizing? Yeah, he did say that
Yeah.
too.
If you want to talk about unnecessary edginess throughout an entire career of making content, then Leafy is the perfect
Oh,
example.
righteous fucking Alex!
Yes.
You want me to slow
Always
down
dead.
my fucking bandwidth, you motherfucker?
You had that memorized.
He always has it in the back pocket just in case.
It's actually my ringtone.
Has that ever gone off in, like, school or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the math teacher's like, yo, is that Keemstar?
You're an idiot. I didn't take math classes in college.
I don't like math.
Cool.
Nice.
Should we talk about iDubbbz?
I mean, yeah. Sorry, Bronze just sent me something that we're gonna watch after this, so...
Yeah.
I
That's
have made
Tana's
some
response.
cruel, hurtful content, and I need to acknowledge that, and I'm really sorry that it's taken me this long to acknowledge it. The content I'm talking about specifically are content cop videos and
So,
videos where I was just generally criticizing people.
okay, so... I guess he just means generally criticizing people.
Well, it is specifically... Well, I mean, Content Cop is the only videos where he's specifically criticizing people. He is specifically talking nothing else, just Content Cop. That is the worst of the worst on his channel, apparently.
Well, that's what he said, content cop, and specifically videos where I was criticizing people. So does he mean, like, Kickstarter crap? Like, does he mean
Maybe.
like that?
He didn't
Well, he
take
only-
those down.
Yeah, he only took down the Content Cops.
I feel like 2/3 of his videos really would contain something that's, like, semi-edgy. Like, the Scamurai buyer videos. Like, I think... He did one bit in one of them that made me laugh my fucking ass off, where he was like, what's the name of the website? It's, Sakura buyer. No, it's, Sashida buyer. No, it's, Ching Chong Chinatown, I'm a dumb Jap.com. That's a bit that he did in that. But that's still up.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that's, comparable to him saying the Jinx, this N-word, is on the grind.
That's kind of why a lot of people see this as performative, because, like, why specifically the Content Cops? Those aren't even, like, those are his most popular videos, but those aren't the only videos that would fall under the umbrella of the things that
Generally
he's,
criticizing people.
that he's
Well-
saying that he regrets.
I mean, after years of being untouchable, and then finally somebody makes fun of you, do you suddenly go, oh, I guess making fun of people isn't fun, because people made fun of me.
So, like, 10 years go... I mean, he does admit that, like, okay, this is a bit late to realize this, but, like, still, it's worth noting that, like, 10 years go by of him making content, like, making fun of other people. Someone makes fun of him, and then now he's like, okay, guys, let's get serious.
Then the video immediately before this was him criticizing someone.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay, because they had it coming to them. They did it first.
Are you saying that the person he made a video on deserved it? That would never happen.
No, it's always harassment if you criticize someone.
Either all of it's okay, or none of it's okay.
Let's talk about the subjects of these content cop videos. Who was there? There was Jinx, there was the food
Jinx.
reviewers, there was Fine Bros, there was Keemstar, there was Rice Gum, there was Tana Mojo, there was 4 more. How to
Leafy.
Prank It Up, Leafy.
Rice Gum.
I already said Rice Gum.
Rice Gum 2.
He did
Didn't he
make
do
like
like a laptop thing? Like some laptop channel?
Yeah, the tech destruction one.
Oh, yeah.
That got
So,
age
like-
restricted.
Oh yeah, that got age restricted for no reason. It's like all those channels are massively popular and successful. Like it's not like even I'd actually argue. You know what? I'm gonna argue that the Kickstarter crap videos were more cruel because most of the time they were just criticizing some guy that got like $8, wanting to start like a television show or whatever.
Yeah, I would say I'm not going to claim that this is the one that's aged the worst, but I will say that something like, I mean, for the time this was okay, but making a video on like a My Little Pony dating sim or something, this is kind of tame comparatively.
Yeah.
Like, they have like legit scams, and then they just have like weird fandom stuff in there too.
Yeah.
So iDubbbz idiot arc.
Yes.
Okay.
I suppose so.
Yeah, because, like, if he wants to delete his content, like, criticizing people, he'd have to probably delete, like, 5/6 of his content. Because, like, Kickstarter crap has, like, 100 episodes. Bad unboxing, I'm sure there's, like, shit you could find in there where he's making fun of, like, some 10-year-old's, like, art or whatever.
Yeah. That's what most of the clips I see of, like, iDubbbz being edgy is from.
Rape is good. But it's okay.
But where's
'cause
the
he's being
apology to
sarcastic.
Froggy Fresh?
Well,
Yeah.
it's okay, because Froggy
'Cause he
Fresh made fun of
deserved
his
it.
wife. Dude,
Yes.
back off.
Do we want to talk about like whether the
I don't
hate
actually-
toward Aniso's worth it?
I don't actually know.
I mean, it's not.
I don't
It's
actually
not.
know the nuance with the Froggy Fresh stuff or whatever. I don't know the specific situation. And the way he laid it out, I mean, obviously it's him laying it out, so it's his perspective. It sounds reasonable for him to cut him off of the boxing thing and still let him keep the money anyways. Because he just doesn't
Yeah.
want to interact with this guy anymore.
There were ways to go about it that were better. The controversy was around like why he was taking off the card.
Yeah, and then I think he posted like an iPhone notes that's just like, his general behavior really didn't seem appropriate with our team, and we have a respectful community.
He thought Sam Hyde was going to sneak into the event in a Garfield suit. That was a real thing.
Listen, if that happened, that'd bring the show to a grinding halt.
I
It
hate it when
would've.
If
people are
something
funny.
entertaining happened, yeah. By
People
the way,
showed up
also-
in Garfield
by the way,
suits.
did
Yeah.
we watch Creator Clash 2?
I did.
No.
Did you like it?
I thought it was pretty good. I think the first Creator Clash was
About 20,000 times better than the second one?
I mean,
More or
there were
less.
good things and bad things. I thought like the pairings were a little
The
better.
card
and
for Creator Clash 1 was so much better.
there
so
were
much better.
no.
Yes.
You really think that Aaron Hansen versus Harley Epic Mealtime was like a decent fight?
Those were people that I've heard of. And on the second card, I've never heard of these bitches. So it's better.
Well, that doesn't really matter to me. I'm just saying that Aaron Hansen versus Epic Mealtime guy was not a fair fight.
What about who's the robot man? Fucking
Dad?
Just a robot?
No.
Yeah,
What about-
just a robot was there.
What?
Yeah.
Just a robot versus Mr. Robot. He brings Rami Malek in with Just a Robot.
Yeah.
I should be working for iDubbbz.
You
What
could.
the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah.
You have Mr. Robot versus no, not Rami Malek. Christian, what's his name? Christian Slater versus fucking Just a Robot. But who I was trying
Yeah.
to think of was Michael. No, Michael who? Michael
Reeves?
Reeves. Yeah, that was a good
Yeah.
fight. That was a good.
That was a
fight.
good. That was a good fight. Yeah.
Super Mega had a good fight. Both of them.
Nope.
Both of them
Yeah.
had good fights.
Both of them. Yeah. But no, there were good and bad qualities. There were better and worse qualities for both of them. I generally enjoyed the second one more because it was more of like a legitimate like boxing event.
I think we're getting a little way far off topic.
Yeah, I don't even know what the point of this was.
For very lackluster reasons, and obviously
He's
didn't
already
have
vegan.
any accountability online whatsoever.
I don't think
online.
any of the reasons that he criticized them were lackluster.
I will say.
No.
I will say, with the no accountability thing, you would get fucking dogpiled if you tried to say that the arguments in Content Cops were not good. I remember that because I was the person saying that.
And now you're on a podcast explaining.
And
yourself.
now
You're
I'm
like, I was right the
no,
whole time.
I've won.
Ron's never bandwagons. He says it first.
Yeah, now we can all agree. Now that iDubbbz's reputation is ruined, that the Rice Gum diss track was just bad. It was just not good.
I like it.
Yeah.
And also, it was made with now infamous pedophile. But besides that, the lyrics just aren't good, and it just wasn't very cohesive.
I thought the lyrics were better than the sound of it, to be honest.
Didn't want a bandwagon. So, rush response to Fox Gooden.
Remember Fox Goodman?
Fox Goodman.
Do you guys not know what I'm referencing right now, actually?
I know what you're referencing.
I vaguely recall this.
Front Show Diss Track Challenge 2. We're announcing
wait
it
a
right
minute.
here.
Yeah.
No.
Go to announce. You still haven't... Oh, you guys put up your end of the deal, SOV. You have to make the SOV diss track contest.
That ended in June 2019.
Yeah.
It got 0 submissions.
Yep. I won. I won the contest.
You gotta try again.
No. It goes back to you. It's like a default. Let's talk iDubbbz.
I was morally grandstanding and acting as if I am any better than any of these people that I was making Content Cop videos on.
Okay, didn't he say specifically in one of his Content Cop videos that he doesn't want to come off as grandstanding or better than them?
He said in the Content Deputy on Rice Gum, I wasn't saying I'm morally superior to you. Because Rice Gum criticized him for, hypocrisy or something.
For making a joke about rape is good, but then also iDubbbz, Rice Gum's like, she kind of got some titties on her. I think she's 15 or 16.
I like how he's saying that he was morally... Thing. Yeah, but I like how he's saying he was morally grandstanding then, but now he's like, my fans are like basement-dwelling weirdos.
Yeah.
Like, you're not morally grandstanding here?
I'm not better than the guy that is completely obnoxious and talks about underage girls and shit. I'm no better than Rice Gum.
Here's a hot take. I feel like it's perfectly okay to morally grandstand against basement-dwelling weirdos who think that saying slurs is funny.
But he's saying that he's not he doesn't want to grandstand.
Well, yeah.
His intention is to not grandstand, but also, the people that like his old content are basement-dwelling weirdos.
If I were making this video, I would be like, I didn't want to say I was better than any of the people, because those people did deserve whatever I was telling them, regardless of the humor.
Well, I think grandstanding against the Content Cop people is fine, too, because he does make better content than them, or at least he used to.
Yeah.
And I'm not. I'm a human. I'm a real human who makes mistakes. And, I make a different set of mistakes than the people I was making videos on. But it doesn't matter.
I feel like the magnitude of mistakes that... I feel like every time I pause, you just been blink. But I feel like the magnitude of mistakes within those videos individually is... I don't know. Do you think it's proportionate or outweighing those than what he was criticizing?
I don't think that iDubbbz has ever wrongfully accused multiple people of being a pedophile or bullying and so a severely autistic person for no reason, or freebooted anyone's content, or was hypocritical in any way towards his use of slurs at the time, at least.
But what about the toy reviews?
Honestly, I think that would also apply. You've never made toy reviews. The worst of the crimes, obviously.
And what's this idea of I made mistakes, so I can't criticize other sets of mistakes? What's that?
We all make mistakes.
We all make mistakes,
that's a platitude.
They're different mistakes, but we all make mistakes. So really, we shouldn't criticize each other. We shouldn't criticize shitty people.
I made edgy jokes in the past, a couple of years ago. You called multiple people pedophiles with no evidence. We all make
Let
mistakes.
bygones be bygones.
Yeah.
Water under the bridge.
Water under the bridge.
I don't think anyone
Dog,
deserves
chill.
that level of cruelty or hate. It's also indoctrinated a lot of people into thinking that this is an
Cult of
okay way to
iDubbbz.
behave. And it's
Cult of
not.
iDubbbz.
It's super
Represent.
irresponsible and shitty. I am very insecure about my ability to create interesting content or like entertain.
Okay, so
I
Very
can
noticeable.
tell. You didn't need to disclose that, no.
a friend.
I think he
friend of
literally
mine-
says that. He literally said in this video that, like, now that I don't have edgy humor, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to be funny without that.
Did he say that? I thought he was saying that he's trying to make like equivalence to it, but it's just like
There's more nuance to that, but he's literally saying I'm very insecure about, like, how
Well,
much
later-
I can be entertaining with my own personality.
later in this video he says that like I'm trying to make new content that's different from that, but it's just like all he does is just iDubbbz complains.
Yeah.
And it's like
Yeah.
iDubbbz complains should be like a second channel series, if anything. If anything.
He uploads so infrequently anyway that it barely even matters what he uploads.
Yeah, people just want a taste of him no matter what now. If iDubbbz releases Slenderman Gangnam Style 2, we forgive him.
I'd like
Yeah.
that.
He would never though. He wouldn't even do that. He's too embarrassed by
That's
that era.
perpetuating the offensive narrative that laughing at an Asian man dancing is funny.
I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I think I've already said it. It's just that he said that he's trying to make like equivalents to the content he used to, and continue that, but he just doesn't make content. He uploads like 4 times a year. Didn't he make a video criticizing Logan Paul like not even that long ago?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
2 years ago? But he doesn't stand by that now?
One of his various crypto things.
Yeah, that was a good video, by the way. That's not even an edgy video.
Yeah. So he can do
It's
it.
got-
He can do it. It's just when he talks about like menial shit like the lottery or, you know, random shit. It's like no one
He can
cares.
criticize people for the things they do
By the way, doesn't
without perpetuating the not
you
stereotype,
can
but
criticize
perpetuating the
people
culture
without
of edgy
using
humor.
slurs? Did you know that?
Wow.
But no, because he outright says that like I was criticizing and grandstanding a lot. We're like, I mean, first of all, when you criticize someone, I feel like you kind of have to take a stance of, I don't know if you have to, but it's just like it's inherent to criticizing to take a stance of
You don't have to say that you're better, but you have to say that what someone is doing is worse.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's ridiculous. I was talking about this with a friend of mine. He says that talking specifically on the point of him being insecure about his content creation skills and people liking his content or whatever. It's just like it seems that he's now shifted his insecurity from making good content to making content that is not like people are going to see him as racist for or whatever.
Yeah. I feel like it might be an overcorrection.
To just
Yeah,
stop
for
making
sure.
content? Yeah, a little bit.
Gotten better over the years, but it's something that I have struggled with constantly, and it's one of the reasons why I, kept making this hurtful content. I ended up pivoting it into other things because
Into punching people in the face in a boxing ring.
No, he's talking about pivoting as in like just making 18 more episodes of iDubbbz Complains.
Making
Yeah.
making Thanos fidget toys.
felt bad about it, like innately. But it's still something that I struggle with, and I don't want you to interpret that as an excuse, but I hope that that is relatable to
He's
other.
such a bitch right now. No, listen to him. Like that's how he's talking. He's like, I don't want to take this the wrong way, but like I feel sorry, but I'm not making it. I'm not an excuse. I'm still like, Stalin 2.0 for it, But like, please be merciful.
Well, I mean, he has to clarify that. I mean, he's committed atrocities. It's only fair that he feels bad.
The amount of people I've seen in like the previous attempts at him trying to like clarify that he doesn't say slurs anymore, like on Anthony from Smosh's podcast. A lot of like the criticism, half of it was
he has a name, but we just call him Anthony.
Anthony Smosh, like Jared Subway. But yeah,
See
like half
episode.
of see episode 10, Paisanos Excelsior. But after that, the two like camps of the response to that were people being like, "Damn, I can't believe he's a beta cuck," and other people going, "You just now realize that saying slurs is bad?"
I mean, that's kind of the point of the conversation, is to talk about like the influences content had on the channel. Like people are saying like, "Oh, you just now realize this?" Where it's like, well, that's the point of the conversation. That's why they're talking about it now. Like, because he has.
I'm not sure. Oh, sorry.
I'll let you go.
He has, yeah, sure. He hasn't really publicly stated anything clarifying or like, refuting the things he said before publicly necessarily. He just kind of tried to tacitly sort of move on and make different content.
I was about to say, like, sarcastically, like, "Oh, do you want him to make, like, a fucking hour-long video debunking every content cop?" But now that I say that, I kind of want to see it.
That would have been better.
That would have been a good video. That actually would have been a good video.
Even if the points were bad, that is, like we said, that is putting effort into content.
You ever hear of the television program Penn and Teller's Bullshit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Penn Jillette on Twitter lately has been like, you know what? Maybe it was irresponsible of us to say that, smoking isn't bad for you, or that global warming is fake and exaggerated. And they talk about wanting to do another show that's like the bullshit of bullshit, but unfortunately no one will buy it, so they're not going to make it. I feel like he should make the content cop of Content Cop. Content Cop iDubbbz.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, make that. Fuck it. That's a good idea.
Sure.
Yeah, iDubbbz, just pretend this video didn't happen and start over.
Yeah,
we
just
won't even question
it.
it.
I mean, that would be an hour of telling and not showing, but that would be more showing than this video.
Yeah, showing us something.
This video neither tells nor shows, really. Like, it just kind of
just exists.
I'm sorry.
Besides the Tanner video, there really isn't a lot of specifics.
I mean, he does say, it was wrong of me and out of line of me for me to go, like, say to Tana at a public place at her own event. And I don't even disagree with him with that. I think, that's a perfectly fair stance to have, to regret that sort of behavior, right? But at the same time, there's no elaboration on anything else, or it's just like, you're criticizing Keemstar, who, like, screams slurs 24/7 to this day, accuses people of being a pedophile with no baseline, like, proof to it or anything, generally cultivates, like, an attitude of toxicity in the internet, which is like, time for drama time, So, like, why do you now... We would never do that. Why do you now...
We would never cultivate a culture of drama videos.
Why would you now say that video was unjustified? Because you said the N-word in it? So the whole of the video, the entirety of it, is negated because of that, I guess, is what I'm left to interpret, because like I said, he's very vague in this.
He needed to apologize to Drama Alert Keemstar for starting drama with him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure Keemstar feels bad.
Oh yeah, Keemstar feels terrible about it. Leafy too.
He cried himself to sleep over it.
Thing. I'm not confident in my ability to entertain, and I think if I had to rely on my personality to entertain people, that I wouldn't have any amount of success, and that is really hard to come to terms with. I was being very bigoted in a lot of my videos, and I
How
justified
so?
it because, I didn't think...
I mean, I think we know how so, but you're right.
Like, go into specifics. Give examples.
Well, it's
You
too
know?
he's too traumatized by it to revisit it.
He
Yeah,
can't
of
even
course.
edit those, yeah.
He
I
can't
wonder if
even
he
look at it.
watched. I wonder if he rewatched the videos he's talking about before making this.
I don't even
He
think
watched
he's
1 second of it, and then closed it and cried.
he looked at the comments under it.
Yeah.
And he shook his head and said, what a bunch of incels.
What a bunch of basement filling incels.
It was too serious, and I thought that people were going to see that I had good intentions, but that's...
He should just do a gauntlet. Here, iDubbbz, this is a public invitation. Come on Degeneracy Live. We'll do a gauntlet.
Say
all
every
11
slur.
episodes.
Just get them all out.
Get it out of your system, my friend.
The last slurs out the bottle.
We'll binge all 11 episodes, and then you can, we can do it live commentary on it.
Yeah.
Director's commentary.
Ooh, director's commentary even. That'd be good. Right? But, he doesn't want to do that.
No.
He doesn't say any slurs in the Leafy video, does he? Now that I think about it.
He might have. He might have said like retard or something, but
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, the worst slur of them all.
I like how this section of the video is being bigoted.
Being bigoted.
being
I mean,
bigoted.
I
He hasn't said the phrase that I know Drake has some thoughts on.
I mean, him saying that his old content was bigoted, you could make a case for it, but he doesn't make a case for it. He just kind of says
He doesn't.
He doesn't elaborate on it. I
He's
don't
just
even necessarily...
vaguely gesturing towards perpetuating the culture.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't. I could make a case and point out how his old content was bigoted and could have contributed to, kids falling down the alt-right pipeline and screaming slurs at people in Walmart. I could
Yeah.
make that case. But he doesn't. Which is, I believe, by and large, meant to be the point of the video. I guess it's meant to be an apology mostly, but the title is
It
called
became an
I Miss...
apology halfway through.
The title is called I Miss the Old iDubbbz, and it's in quotes, so that implies that it's a response to that. But it's no...
I feel like
It's no response.
I feel like this is the wrong type of acknowledgement. I feel like an apology was not the way to go about this. Because it's all vague, remorseful things that don't really add up to anything specific.
He doesn't know
Unironically, do
whether-
a content cop.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like he knows whether to commit to an apology or an explanation. He kind of goes to both of those ideas and doesn't stick with one.
I feel iDubbbz is going through the same phase H3H3 had when he changed his content back in the day.
No, H3 was much worse. H3 did not.
H3H3 is...
H3 didn't even handle it.
H3H3
no handle it.
is a clinical retard, diagnosed,
And also,
double-digit IQ.
H3 never said that he regretted any of his older content. He just forgot they happened, I guess, and now he's just overdoing his podcast, his white woman podcast.
And most importantly, H3H3 is a bad person.
Yes.
And he hates Keemstar. He'll make sure you
That's
know.
the worst. Oh, yes.
That's the
So
worst. That's the
silly,
worst part.
Casual racism is still racism. Casual bigotry is still bigotry. And,
Okay.
I said a lot of things that I look back at and I cringe now, and I'm like, that is
Like what
an
things?
awful thing to say.
Exactly.
It doesn't
You
matter.
could just say that for this whole video. Is there anything that we should skip to?
We could just let
I'm
the
glad
video
that-
play.
I'm glad that him being in the boxing industry has given him a lot of experience in making vague PR apologies.
Yeah.
I think the content that I've made in the past is regrettable, and I
think
feel
the content
I
is retarded.
feel tenseness in my chest thinking about that. I thought that was a Canada Dry. I was gonna
No.
go postal.
I'm not that white.
Canada Dry is the worst goddamn drink imaginable.
Yeah. I'm a gamer. In case you haven't noticed. That's why I'm advocating for the usage of slurs.
Give me cream soda. Just give me the bottle. Oh, give me a cup of it. You got cups. Give me cream
Based.
soda.
Cream soda is good.
Definitely need a drink watching this.
I don't feel like a lot of this content represents me.
So I skipped forward a bit to the segment where he says that it no longer represents him. This
Yes.
would be the part where he would where he should like elaborate, right, and explain.
As a person,
Yes.
At least not anymore. There was a time where it probably
Especially when you say in no uncertain terms, I want to be thorough and specific about what I regret and how I feel.
No ambiguity.
perfectly represented me because I was a nasty, apathetic, insecure person. Now that I don't feel like it represents me and I want to distance myself from it and keep it from, indoctrinating.
So much so that I
people,
won't even
I'd
rewatch
like
this
to
to give
enlist-
examples.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
Besides,
okay.
what else would fit under the definition of the things he's regretting besides the Tana video?
Okay, so I want to backpedal a little bit. I don't want the takeaway from this episode to be that I think he should continue making content that other people want from like edgy content if he doesn't
Yes,
want to.
I do want him to not say slurs.
At
Yeah.
gunpoint, I think he should make edgy content no matter what. No. I don't want the takeaway from what I'm saying here to be that he should make edgy content. What I'm saying is that
He's shown in the past that he can make
good
content that is, or even content criticizing people that doesn't rely on humor like that. It's just that now that the backlash towards him has gotten this severe, for the things he said in the past and the things that he's not saying now, that he feels like he needs to walk on eggshells like this.
Yeah, it's odd. It's like also this is attitude of just like being anti-criticism is something I hate in general. I've talked about this before on my channel, where it's like
YouTube.com/DrakeDrexer.
true. I should upload on that. But
You upload more than me.
you know what? I think I even upload more than Bronze. But
Sure. Keep
Fuck
telling
you.
yourself that.
what was I talking about? I think people that have the stance of not wanting to be criticized or just like saying like uploading stuff on the internet is essentially giving consent that people can criticize it, in my opinion, right?
Yes.
I think
If you're trying to make art at any size or in any form, critique is going to be inevitable.
But back to my point is that's like if he doesn't want to make that content anymore, that's fine. But the old content was better.
What was that?
It's my father. I'm gonna mute up right now on Discord, and you two can chat a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So, as I was saying, I love slurs.
Hello.
And I feel like iDubbbz is
What's
doing me personally a disservice by
I
not
did.
saying as many slurs as possible.
You know, I was thinking the other day, you know what would make iDubbbz videos even better? If there was a slur counter, like, right at the top of his screen
Yeah.
that counts every one that he says.
Like
And he
that
has to
one,
beat the record every video.
that one South Park episode where they say shit like 299 times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that like more to the point. I don't even know if the stream can hear us at this point, but like I just don't understand why he feels the need to walk on eggshells this much.
Yeah, he seems overly regretful, almost to, like, a ridiculous extent. Like, I get being regretful of it, but I don't get this, like, saying, like, you know, I'm gonna have to live the rest of my life with this. Like, it's not that
Yeah.
serious.
It's very un-iDubbbz of him to be this candidly remorseful about things he's done.
Yeah,
I guess like a PR apology isn't like supposed to be entertaining, but like it's very, and I guess the point is also to like lift the curtain and be candid about these things, but there's no effort put in to like actually point out like the specifics of the things you regret, It's just like I said, vaguely gesturing towards being complicit in the edgy humor.
Yeah, I think it's good that he's like more open about his emotions and stuff, but I also
Yeah.
think like you should also make an effort to be logical.
I think him being a cuck is a good thing, actually. Hot take.
Yeah, sure.
Being a beta male cuck, soy boy, all the words. We haven't really talked about Anissa, have we? I was trying to like segue into like what do we think about the Anissa hate, but
Well, I think the weird thing is like iDubbbz tries to frame it sometimes like, Anissa, she's not really part of my drama. She's actually making me a better person. And then
Yeah.
other times you have Anissa coming out and saying, yeah, that Tana content cop, that was my idea. Like, wait a minute. There's a lot of overlap between your edginess and Anissa. Why are you acting like it's separate?
yeah, but also why are people acting like as soon as he started dating Anissa, like she like jabbed a woke needle into him and squirted all the woke into him, so now he's filled with soy.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Like,
They want something to blame it on, I think.
yeah, of course. I think it definitely is more iDubbbz than Anissa that led him to be less edgy.
Yeah.
But it doesn't help that iDubbbz is like, yeah, Anissa, she's the reason I'm a good person now.
Yeah.
Like, that gives people the wrong idea, I think. But I don't dislike Anissa. I just,
Anissa's done enough bad things for me to not really want to like her, but I don't think that I don't like her. One, I don't not like her because she's a woman or she ruined iDubbbz by making it so he doesn't say slurs anymore. I don't like her because she's like a bad person who's done bad things in the past.
Yeah.
Like I remember we're going a lot kind of off topic, but there was one like video when it came out, everyone was like praising it, like this is the takedown that Anissa needs. And there are so many goddamn dog whistles in that video. Like there's a bunch of like it's the quintessential video with the quintessential humor of like the kind of person who doesn't like iDubbbz because he doesn't say slurs anymore.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Hello.
And, hey.
We got a lot of chats since I left. I wonder if there's a correlation to that.
Maybe. Could the stream hear us?
The stream could hear you. Were they not supposed to?
Okay, good. No, I just wanted, because we were actually talking about a thing, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't just in the void.
No, I didn't. Yeah, no, you guys are holding up.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of like, oh, sorry.
No,
go ahead.
I was just gonna ask what you were talking about.
Anissa and like people's reactions to her.
I don't know shit. Oh, the reactions to her. Why the fuck were people so concerned about her having an OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Why was that?
That's where that's where all the
stupid.
cuck stuff came from, and like I don't get it because it's just like an extension of people going like, oh, he now has woman. That's why he doesn't say slurs anymore.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a video where the guy was like, well, having an OnlyFans is bad because you'll never be able to be a school teacher. Like, I don't think Anissa's going to be a school teacher.
Yeah,
she's rich.
Having
she's
an
married
OnlyFans
to a very
follows you around. So if you move on from a Twitch streamer to a YouTube streamer, ooh, they're not gonna take that.
Isn't
That's
yeah?
true.
It was like she's not gonna become. She will never be able to get the job at Walgreens. It's like she's married to a presumably very wealthy YouTuber while also making a lot of money on her OnlyFans to begin with. And
yeah,
iDubbbz has been in the same house for like 10 years. Like I don't know if you've noticed that, but it's like his set has never changed. So I think he owns that house.
I think people having an issue with iDubbbz being complicit and like not wanting to beat his wife because she has an OnlyFans. Like that's very Andrew Tate-y from what I can tell.
Yeah, that was before Andrew Tate, so that's weird.
Yeah.
He brought this upon himself. He brought them to Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate comes back to him.
It's a very red pill manosphere mindset to have that you don't.
You need to have soul,
care.
like, you need to have soul fucking eyes on her. One on one. You are the only man that may gaze upon her. And it's like, most humans look identical, bro. Like, honestly.
Yeah. And also, if other people think that my girlfriend is hot, then that means I win because I have her and you don't.
If she posted those photos on Instagram, would people care? Or is it only when she makes money from it?
That's a good
I feel
point.
like they might actually care still, but not even in the same way. They just be like,
Instead of it being like
Instead
a
of her
sex
being-
worker thing,
she's
now
just
it's
a
just
thought.
like, yeah.
all right, let's get back to the video. I'm sorry that I had
Back to the thing we're supposed to be reacting to.
What did you guys hear over the stream, by the way? Because apparently I was going over stream for a few minutes.
I didn't like when you were doing the call or when you
When I was doing the
cut
call.
out. I didn't even look at the stream. We were too busy talking about our favorite slurs.
Okay. Dylan Jones says, "I still love you, iDubbbz."
Well, that's nice.
Aw.
Thank
I mean,
you.
iDubbbz isn't here.
He's watching.
mean-
He's
it
actually
means a
tuned
lot.
in right now. His mic isn't working, but you know he's listening in.
So that people, can access them still.
He's actually been here for the previous 10 episodes. We just had some like connection issues, the microphone. All
Speaking of which, ladies and gentlemen, iDubbbz.
whatever, purposes they might want to do that for.
I'm gay.
But it's not being proliferated on the website. I feel like
I wonder if
that-
he regrets
that's
I
the
have
best-
osteoporosis.
That's ableist.
It would be funny if he did.
That would be
Like, you
fun.
know,
That's
That video
ableist and
and-
insensitive to those with osteoporosis.
Yeah.
Scott the Waz at a live show was talking about how he used to joke about, I think, scoliosis a bunch, and then someone came to him and was like, you shouldn't joke about scoliosis, so he just changed it to, like, I think osteoporosis or something.
The scoliosis community is very passionate.
Yes.
I just think about that.
Remember when that one, like, Odeman movie was, like, retroactively changed because the leprosy community didn't like it when they made a leprosy joke?
I don't like Aardman, to be honest with you. I think it's a very visually unappealing studio.
Okay. Bitch. Fucker.
solution, at least
Fuck
for
the
the
UK.
time being. And for anyone who liked those videos, I want this video to be an example and a lesson for you.
Yeah, what the
You can
fuck are you
like
talking
content,
about?
But you can also
Now, he's the school teacher. He shouldn't have an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
I want
So
this to
this
be a
is supposed to
lesson
be
to
like-
you.
This is going to open your eyes about how saying slurs is bad.
Listen, fucker.
think that it's
Honestly, if
irresponsible
this video had that
and
tone,
it's
I would
hurting
like it
other
more.
people. So just tap into.
Yeah,
would
you
like
can
that. I
enjoy
would-
the videos.
This
but
video
you
should have
can't-
been 8 seconds of him saying, "Stop saying slurs to people for no reason. It's bad."
You're
End
not
of video.
funny.
And you're not funny. End of video.
Just make a video explaining why just saying slurs with no setup or punchline is a bad comedy.
No, guys, iDubbbz has to fence it, and he has to say, look, it's okay to enjoy this content as long as you acknowledge it's degenerate garbage. You know? That'll put his
Yeah.
fans at ease.
And also, I'm
part of your
unlisting
brain
all of the
that's saying,
videos you like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's probably not that important that this video stays online because truthfully,
Well, it still is
also-
I've
online.
seen it.
It's
And
just not on
also,
YouTube.
I like to clarify that I do not believe that I am entitled to content cop, and I am not personally being attacked by iDubbbz removing content cop from the internet. I just think that there were better ways to go about it.
Yeah, for sure.
I literally think if this was either a content cop on content cop or 15 seconds of him saying, "Stop saying slurs, it's a bad thing to do, it's not funny."
Also, your pause game just continues to be very good.
I've experienced the
His face.
content
What the fuck was that? Did you see his eye?
because truthfully, I've seen it. I've experienced.
Wait, I didn't
that?
notice that the first time.
What is that?
Damn, he's got like Jeff Bezos eye.
He had to
Experience
conjure up the
content.
thought.
Is his left eye lower than his right eye?
In between every cut, you just see him going, think.
But
Yeah.
it's done a lot of damage.
No, actually, no. I pointed it out
We can
now.
just let it.
Is-
We can let it.
Is his head tilted or is his left eye lower than his right eye?
I think he's tilted a little.
A little bit. I think he's just melting with age.
He's having a stroke. Half of his face is falling.
Well, that explains the video.
I'm sorry to
Yeah.
everyone that I made
Me when your
content
mom.
cop videos on.
What?
His nostrils are different sizes too.
His nostrils are different sizes.
Oh,
He's
you're
having
right.
a stroke. Half his mustache is gone. He's having a stroke. We've solved the mystery. Why is
That's
he
it.
being so weird? He's stroking out. He's having he's stroking out. Or as I call it, masturbating.
He's stroking it live on camera.
Have we seen his hands in the frame?
I still don't like the
Oh yeah, we have.
majority of you.
Saw
and
his
that's
right
fine,
hand. Didn't
but
see
I
his
can
left hand.
recognize that you
That's
did
right.
not deserve the hate and harassment that I sent your way.
Yeah,
I
Keemstar, my
particularly
bad.
want to apologize to Tana.
Literally, yeah. Like
I'm
he's like,
sorry, Leafy. I think that you should have bullied autistic children more, in fact.
was that not a net positive that he stopped doing that? Now that I think about it.
Well, it's a net positive that all the things that he criticized people for are no longer things that they do.
Yes, actually, like Tana, even though he's apologizing to Tana, and a lot of his video was, very hateful and cynical and all that, Tana stopped, lying about people.
Yeah. Also, this is like the Tana part, so after we're done with this, you want to watch a response to that?
Let's do that.
Tana, I'm sorry. I should have never made that video.
Oh, see, he got it clever. He said, I shouldn't have never made it. See, double negative.
That's it. That's the loophole.
I harassed Tana in person and then harassed her online. And that's
You made one video on her. How did you
deplorable
harass her
behavior. It's
online?
so
I mean, it was like a 35-minute long video.
Yeah, and also there was some Twitter interactions too, but
Yeah, but like,
I don't know. I guess his line for harassment is a little lower than most.
I mean, he's also saying that he has personal responsibility for like his fans' treatment of her, which I guess it makes the implication that like every creator has sole responsibility over how their fans act online. Right?
Well,
Do they?
to an extent, yes.
So the Christchurch shooter, is that PewDiePie? That's PewDiePie's fault, right?
No, because
Did he apologize for that?
PewDiePie was never normalizing a culture where you can shoot schools.
Oh, some CNN articles tell you otherwise.
Well, yeah, that Wall Street Journal.
When PewDiePie said barrels, we all knew what he was really talking about.
I
Yeah.
mean, sure, but it's also like I feel like you could just kind of just toughen up, harden up a little bit.
Well, here's the thing, right? If somebody interprets your work like the opposite of your intention, is that your fault? Like American Psycho,
No,
some people
But
idolize
if
Patrick
your
Bateman.
intention is the thing you regret, then people interpreting your intention exactly how your intention was, I feel like that is your problem.
Well, I don't think iDubbbz said it's always okay to say slurs in public, right?
He just heavily implied it, yeah.
I don't know if he. No, I don't think he did.
He
No.
very clearly
I made a
implied
video
that
on
the
this
correct
5
answer
years ago.
was
I made
all
the video on this
okay.
5 years ago, and I said 5 years ago that you shouldn't do that.
Cool, but that's not
I
what
got
he
the
did.
point. I
Good
got
for you, Greg.
I got the message.
That's good.
What I believe the message was for his videos and the use of slurs was to try and kind of how do I put this? To take power away from the slurs through using them.
We're using them constantly,
Yeah, essentially.
Not constantly.
which is a great idea.
My point is that people didn't really get the point of that.
I love the normalization of harmful rhetoric instead of it just not happening.
so stupid. I'm also sorry to all the black viewers and minority groups who had to.
I shouldn't
I'm
laugh
sorry.
at that. That's a serious statement, but
I'm
like,
sorry
Look at
to
your
the
paws.
black.
You keep the weirdest faces with these pauses.
put up with that video and put up with the phrases. I said either it's all okay or
The
none
phrases. The phrases.
The phrase.
The phrases were awesome, dude. Come on.
I love phrases.
The NFs, dude. That was funny as hell.
Yeah.
It's not funny as hell. It's very serious.
No.
You see,
NF,
that was
NF is
that
both,
was hateful rhetoric to use that in such a way.
NF is both a very terrible, offensive thing to say and a very bad rapper.
Didn't that come
It's
from a
okay.
guy who got Kickstarter crapped and he made a response to iDubbbz and he used that as an insult?
Yeah,
To
that's where
iDubbbz?
that,
He's
that's where that came
reclaiming
from.
it. It was used
Yeah,
to him
he's reclaiming
first.
it. He's reclaiming it because he's part of the community that would be
He's
offended
part
by
of
that.
the
Yeah.
community.
He's part of the iDubbbz
Yeah,
community.
he moved on from the NFs to the gay retards, and now that's too offensive. So now it's just, what is it
Now
now?
it's just
Now-
nothing.
Now it's Dub Nation.
Dubney. Gay retard
Now
is a
it's
funny
Sam
is a funny
Hyde.
name to call your friends, your fans.
Your family, your loved ones.
The caffeine video, the C caffeine video, I feel like that's a video that really kind of goes hard on this random guy that didn't ask for it. SRV
Yeah.
talked about this a long time ago, but it's like there was this rapper that wanted, he just wanted people to pay for his like rap career, like just pay him $50,000 to just start rapping, right? And then iDubbbz said, "Well, that's gay," and C Caffeine was like, "Well, you're gay," and then iDubbbz was like, "Well, you're a you know." So
It was a
like,
very
yeah.
intellectual debate.
Yes, yes.
although that video does have some good bits where it's like, he says,
Yeah.
Cat-
What bits in the N-word video did you like,
so
Drake?
the name is supposed to pronounce caffeine, but it's spelled as C caffeine, and iDubbbz is like, well, my name's pronounced iDubbbz. You mispronounced my name, fuck ass. Like he's
Sounds like an
capable of
angry
being
video
funny
game
without
word
being
insult.
like edgy,
Yeah.
right? He definitely that's a funny joke.
If he just called all the basement dwelling incels fuck ass, I would love this video.
It would be way better.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he means it.
And that's just so dangerous and stupid. I have made content that I'm proud of over the years. It hasn't been as consistent as maybe I'd like it to have
Okay,
been.
what old videos
but-
do you like, iDubbbz? You don't go into that either, do you?
What's in the box?
You think?
Comedians
One
on
word.
hoverboards getting chicken McNuggets.
Those were good, actually. Wait a
I
minute.
liked
We
those.
keep saying that he can't make good content without being edgy because there's nothing to replace it with. But he made good content without edgy humor all the time. So clearly that's not the problem.
I've
Chooses
mentioned
not
this,
to
though.
replace it.
Is that even in most of those videos, like there were plenty of characteristics about it where there was no edginess and it was still funny.
Well, that's bad. I think that the difference is that those are the videos that he puts effort into. There was some production involved. Like the
Certainly.
documentaries and the hoverboards and all that.
He also won't say slurs to Vsauce Michael. I don't think he would do that.
Oh yeah, I'm curious
And-
how Vsauce
yeah.
feels about this because Vsauce was very like, yes, iDubbbz back in the day.
Was he?
Yes.
Well, a lot of people were. Surprisingly, a lot of people were pro iDubbbz, even though
Well, like
Probably nowadays
Vsauce
they wouldn't
made
be.
videos with like iDubbbz and like Max Mofo like a few times now. Like during
Yeah.
when he was doing all this content, like Content Cop and stuff. Like Vsauce like he didn't name drop him, but he referenced the "that's pretty good" meme in one of his videos.
yeah.
So like he admired iDubbbz. I'm curious what his take would be now. Because Vsauce is showing
I
himself.
really
to be a
want to
very-
hear. I really want to hear Michael Vsauce's take on YouTube drama.
Well, like
Vsauce Michael complains.
please make it happen. But it's like Vsauce has shown himself to be, an intellectual guy that appreciated the content. But I guess it's also he is smart enough to understand that it was not intended to be hateful. Unlike the children that watched iDubbbz,
Yeah.
which is, I
Yeah.
guess, really where his issue is. But it's like, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about that, it's like, does he have a responsibility to make content that won't be misconstrued in that way. Even though, I mean, he says the content isn't intended for children and such, but children are going to watch it because that's how children are. So by that virtue, should he just not make content like that?
I think that the fact that Michael Vsauce and like all of that were just around iDubbbz and Max Mofo and all those people at the time was sort of like, that's the perfect picture to paint, so to say, the perfect example of like how normalized iDubbbz and these creators were in YouTube culture and culture in general, because they were part of the YouTube 1% back in the day, even though they were doing all these things.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also think, like, I think there is, like, a responsibility to be as clear as possible about where you stand on things. But also, people are going to interpret what they want to interpret.
Clear as possible.
Yeah, not in this video.
No, well, even, like, even the most obvious basic shit, there's people that are going to misunderstand it. Like, Harry Gold uploaded a video recently that was, like, a fake Berenstain Bears video, like, book, right? And there's people in the comments that are like, is this real? I thought this was real. Dude, is this real? And it's
unfortunately, you can't stop stupid people from using the internet.
Yeah.
We should put them in camps.
That's the big takeaway.
I should commission Harry Gold to make the camps.
One all.
You know, there was a lot of content that I think had a net positive on the world, and you know, I'm going to strive to continue on that trend.
Well, you can't say content cops.
I think he's done with Tana, so we're going to move on to Tana.
Yeah, let's see what Tana Mungyo had to say. The iDubbbz response. I like how it's been fucking years and still no one knows how to pronounce her last name.
I always say like Mojo, even though I don't think that's how it's spelled.
Top 10 Tana watch Mojo.
Yeah, that's what he made that joke.
I think it's Mongo or Mongyao or something.
Mongoose.
Manju? Like, I wouldn't know.
Mon what?
Wait a minute. Okay.
Hang on, what does Poke say? Is that Pokemon? No, it's not.
No, it's not Pokemon.
I thought that was Pokemon down there.
Thank God.
I'm looking at a monitor that's like 18 feet away from me right now. So
this is what Tana Mungyo had to say.
Let's hear from the expert.
Or ever. We've never, ever spoken. And I guess he posted this apology video apologizing for like a bunch of things he did in the past. One of them being the video he made with me or like to me or something. And I was like, damn. Like, I just never expected that.
Grabbing the mic.
And I don't know how I feel about it, you know, because like, and I don't know how to say this. I'm not talking about anything in regards of the things he said, but I'm more so just talking about like his actions to me. Like, you know, him showing up to my show, him kind of putting me on blast, him inevitably making me kind of
only for being a bad person that lied about him.
Yeah.
Sold and lose subscribers and have to apologize and all that type of stuff. I kind of think I'd like deserved that. And maybe that's like dark, like to say, but like, I don't feel like I'm...
That.
So she's also cool with this video.
Yeah.
I feel like about 50% of the people that iDubbbz has made content cops are still cool with iDubbbz.
Yeah.
And the others are like Russian toy review channels. So like, are they even human at that point?
All the like normal people who are capable
machines.
of like reflecting on their own actions have seen that content cop like gave them the kick in the ass that they deserved.
Dude, Ricegum made a video
and maybe that's because I've accepted.
Well, that's because he's a clout chasing piece of shit. So
that'd like blow him up even more. That's awesome. You know what?
That is the exception. Ricegum has not changed.
Well, Ricegum just quit. He's like, I'm 22
he just
and
died.
retired, man. I'm 22 and retired, man.
He doesn't have a chance to change his ways.
He goes up to iDubbbz and he's like, hey, I want to box you, man. And then iDubbbz sets up a boxing match. And he's like, I don't want to box you, man. You're just holding on to the past, man. I'm 22 and I'm renting out an apartment in Vegas, man, because I can't afford LA anymore, man.
Probably homeless now.
I don't
Nobody likes diss
He's
tracks
literally
anymore,
renting
man.
out an apartment in Vegas. Like, that's a major downgrade from Los Angeles, where he owned a mansion. He didn't own a mansion. He probably
he rented a mansion.
Yeah, he rented a mansion.
But again, I'm absolutely going to continue to make mistakes, but I want the mistakes to be a lot smaller and a lot less serious. I also want to give some clarity to the
finally, some clarity.
tweet.
Also wants to give some clarity, implying that he has given clarity thus far.
Please clarify us, iDubbbz. Let's hear it.
I mean, it wasn't a speech. It was a phrase. I was like...
Oh, it's him talking about him saying, I'm not everyone's cup of tea. It's like, no one was wondering about this. Like,
Yeah.
That was the real question. What did he mean by this?
That's what he's dedicating to the remaining half of the video to. Just explaining that, like, that was me apologizing to those that I made content cops on.
iDubbbz thinks his fans don't understand metaphors. Like, what does he mean, cup of tea?
Well,
he's human, not tea.
You're not a liquid, dumbass.
I'm done with this video.
Any like closing retorts about the state of edgy humor on the internet or iDubbbz's
I feel like
content?
you could make a way stronger argument for like creators like Monkey Jones, where the sole appeal of his channel was that it was edgy, and continues to be edgy in its content.
Is Monkey Jones still around?
Yeah, he is. He still makes content. It's partially pretty edgy still, but like that was kind of solely the absolute appeal of it. Whereas with iDubbbz, where it's like I said, I think the edginess of it was was a characteristic of it, but I don't think that's nearly what made the videos great. Because like I think the content that iDubbbz made, the old content that iDubbbz made, is like leaps and bounds ahead of what the Monkey Jones made. Because, I mean, I don't know, Monkey Jones videos are still pretty good, but like iDubbbz put specific effort into the humor and production, doing random bits, even like in bad unboxing and stuff like that, where he would improvise and try to make videos funny. But now his videos are just 15 minutes of him sitting in like a white room, being like, "Listen, if you buy lottery tickets, you're dumb."
Hey guys, today we're going to be sorting peanuts.
About. That's what this is about. You're just offended on behalf of the lottery community.
Listen,
has Drake been bought out by Big Lottery?
Big Lotto?
Listen,
Big Lotto.
You know what? Because you said that, hang on. How much do I have here? I'm going to prove you wrong. Keep talking. Keep talking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
So, iDubbbz, right?
There's stuff happening in the background there.
Yeah, things are just going on.
But yeah, iDubbbz, what can you say?
I feel like...
I have 3/4. I need one more quarter.
For what?
I'm buying a lottery ticket.
I think that
Okay. Here,
it's very un-iDubbbz of him to walk on eggshells this much.
Fill the space on the
It really is.
Yeah. That's the main point. Like, he doesn't say anything.
Hi, I'm in this episode of Degeneracy Live now.
Hello.
Hello.
We're gonna...
Pull up Drake Dragsaw's credit card information.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Drake donated 100,000 to American black families. Hey, iDubbbz, why didn't you do
I'm
that?
joking. It'll come up, if you look for it.
If I do look for it, it's real.
Drake software.
Software. Knowledge base.
Found him.
Okay.
Got him.
All right.
Got him.
Pull up a video of a guy falling off a ladder.
He's left. Now we can talk about what we really need to talk about.
Now I can say all the slurs we want.
Exactly. Quick, who can make the Degeneracy Live channel be terminated off of the website the fastest? Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys seen this adorable fucking this shit?
Hell
no,
yeah.
I haven't.
This is so cute. Watch this.
Okay.
Wasn't that
Shit has
beautiful?
infected. Shit has infected my TikTok feed.
Love this shit. I was watching this. And Drake was next to me, and he was like, "Are you watching Coco Melon?" And I almost killed him. I thought about it. I was very close.
Almost.
Almost.
It is very Twitter artist core.
This close. Twitter artist core.
Let's watch that.
Let's
watch that Degeneracy live.
The Degeneracy live.
Yeah, let's see what that Degeneracy live stream is about.
Yeah.
I bet it's a very cool stream.
Yeah,
I want to watch
I bet
it.
it's really.
Are
I
they,
bet it's
are
really
they live
cool.
right now? Are they live right
I think
now?
so. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's watch it.
I hope we haven't missed anything important.
Okay. Hold on. There it is.
Wow,
Yeah, there we
Wow,
go.
iDubbbz.
Oh, they're talking about iDubbbz.
Yeah.
Let's
No
watch
one
that.
would watch
Did you
that.
Let's watch that
Shit.
Degeneracy live. Damn, they're
Wait,
live.
who's that in the corner?
Yeah, let's see
She
what
looks
that
really- she looks
Degeneracy
really
live
cute.
stream is about.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I bet it's a
Who's
very
that
cool
nerd in the
stream.
middle?
Yeah,
I want to
I
watch
bet
it.
it's
Is there a
really-
Are they
Dorito
that's
on
live
really
the
right
cool.
screen?
now? Are they live right
I think
now?
so. Yeah.
Oh,
I
shit.
think the
Watch it.
Dorito is probably the I hottest. hope we haven't person missed here. anything
This is
important.
The Dorito.
Well, that goes without saying.
Is
Yeah.
this like Cool Ranch? There it is. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
iDubbbz. It must be a blue
Oh,
flavor.
Who's this? iDubbbz?
Who's this one? Who's this one?
Let's
right
watch
No
here?
one
that.
would watch that.
Let's watch that
shit.
Degeneracy live. Damn, they're
Wait,
live.
is
That's
that-
error screen.
Yeah, let's see
That's
what
what
that
PewDiePie- that's what
Degeneracy
PewDiePie
live,
was supposed
stream
to
is
be.
about. But,
Okay, we're done with this now. It's over.
okay.
It's over.
Good bit.
Wait, is
Have
there
you
a
seen, did you
SpongeBob?
see that the AI SpongeBob got banned off of YouTube?
Yeah, I did.
For a while, I
Oh, shut
felt
the fuck
like
up. Shut the fuck
if
up,
I
iDubbbz.
changed
Not
the
again.
Shut the fuck up!
content over time,
No,
Shut
shut the fuck
iDubbbz.
up!
would
We've ended the slow discourse.
Hold on. AI SpongeBob gets banned. It got banned for shooting too close to the sun. Watch this.
It went to iDubbbz.
Hey, SpongeBob, is Taiwan a real country?
John Cena
Ah.
is furious.
Why is this taking so long to load? Hold on. Watch this.
Hey, SpongeBob, is Taiwan a real
This is
country?
AI generated, by the way.
Wow, Patrick, that's a really good question. I'm not really sure.
Not really sure. He's
Do
a
you think
questioning
we should
man.
look it up on the internet?
Research. See?
Modern SpongeBob is weird.
Yeah, they changed a lot since season 3, 4, since season 6. How many seasons are there of SpongeBob?
Like 40, I don't know.
At least 100.
Many. I had it in a different tab the whole time. How many seasons
SpongeBobs are there?
SpongeBob are there? Someone else already searched this? Holy shit, 13.
People still watch
Yeah.
SpongeBob? That's not true.
Every day. Watch SpongeBob every morning.
That's what I wake up to. I wake up, get my coffee, and I watch the daily SpongeBob. Someone should remix this. Killer. Why is Squidward? I never noticed this the first time. Why is Squidward just like A posing in the background? He's just watching them from afar.
He's not in this episode.
He's not in this
It's
episode.
just what he does.
He's
They
like-
needed to
this
include
is
him
like-
somehow.
This is like when you like. This is like a regular SpongeBob episode, but this camera is like behind the scenes. Like all the other characters are like behind the set. This is like,
Yeah, there's just that weird fish man.
You just can't. And then Sandy's right there. And koala underscore Quagoler.
This looks like a Roblox game.
It probably is.
This looks like Roblox.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great
Oh my
idea.
god.
Whoa.
He's fucking dead. He died.
They search online
No
and
wonder
find
they got
an
banned. I
answer.
can't believe they showed this on Twitch. Holy shit.
Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about it. Here it
She's
is.
going.
It says that Taiwan is indeed a real country located off the southeast
Oh,
coast
China
of
got
Maine.
him.
Where's the rest of the world? Why is it just there's nothing
It's
out
not
there?
Just a void.
necessary.
And
Do
China.
they just live in this like little limbo of an area?
SpongeBob did not deem it
No, they're-
necessary.
Like
Taiwan
the
is a
whole
real
SpongeBob
country. I can
universe-
tell my friends
Shut
about
up.
it.
Shut the
Thanks
fuck
for
up.
helping
Shut
me.
up. Is the whole SpongeBob universe just like a mile in radius?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sandy's tree dome is right next to the Krusty Krab and SpongeBob's house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. It's hard to see because fucking, like, on the TV over here, it's like I can't see like this. Like, where my mouse is like as far as I can see, and then above and then above that is just cut off by the TV.
I hope that Drake still thinks that the bit he's doing is worth it.
Yeah, what was he proving?
I don't know.
He went to go get. He asked me for a quarter. I said why. He said because I already have 3. I was like, why do you need 4 quarters? He says I need a lottery ticket. And I told him that there's coins in the car, and he was like, okay, how about you sit here and do the podcast? So now I'm here now.
Okay.
He's going to a store.
What do you think about iDubbbz? Good dialogue.
I think his old content is cringe. I don't hate his newest video, although I think saying like every fucking apologizing for every content cop is a little much, you know? Like I think like the Bokeem Star one was pretty groovy, you know? I feel like he deserved a kick in the teeth, and I still think he kind of does. I think he did say the N-word a lot though. N-word. Not sure about that.
N-word?
You know.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. If classic SpongeBob used the modern animation style, that's. No, I don't want to watch that. That's like what? Did you not? Scott
what is that
Henson
video?
Has a cameo. I went to Scott Henson's cameo, and he only has 2 videos on there. The announcement that he has a cameo, and then another video where he announces that he has a cameo.
Why do animals keep evolving into crabs?
Because it's funny.
I could see that.
We got this doll of Scott Henson. Do you want to see it? Hold on. I can't hear you right now. Did he show you the Scott Henson doll?
No.
I'm writing a video, and I wanted Scott Henson in the video, but he didn't show up, so I got this doll of him instead. This is Scott Henson.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
He holds it over his
head. It is.
I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna destroy this. I'm gonna burn it. That's the joke that I'm gonna do. But he wants it too, so we're gonna soak it in water so it doesn't burn to death. You know, it only suffers very harshly, and then we can use it for other deeds that we need it for, because we can't kill it yet, but we can put it in pain. Oh, there's a lot of videos on his cameo.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You can get long beard or short beard.
Long beard or short beard. Say it in the chat. Long beard or short beard. Guess. Oh no, the chat is like a minute, like an hour behind. So fuck the chat.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
iDubbbz.
iDubbbz be like.
I'm sure you've heard the rumors about me by now, and they're all true.
See, this is the apology video we should be analyzing.
Yes.
This is the real. See, Scott Henson's the real one.
They're all true, and I truly am sorry. I'm sorry I always have the correct opinions. I'm sorry that I'm so hilarious. I'm sorry I have a thick
should
hog.
have said this.
And last but not least, I'm truly sorry that my coat is so luscious and beautiful.
His coat?
Coat.
Why do you say coat and then... Is that like another word for a beauty?
Because he's a furry.
His coat?
He's a furry.
I know he's a furry. You think I didn't know he was a furry?
He's in denial. He's in denial of being a furry.
Did you not get the joke? It's a barbell holding tiger. It's like he's in like a wrestler thing. Do you not get it? Isn't this fucking hilarious?
He's ironically a furry.
Isn't this fucking
always
funny?
Goes well.
Fuck you, piece of shit. You don't fucking appreciate anything.
Well, I laughed a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Dorito. Thank you. What are your pronouns?
Dorito, Cool Ranch.
All right. Thank you. We respect pronouns on this.
Okay, so Twitter unquestionably sucks now.
So true. Okay, let's move on.
Yes. We don't have any other content.
I have
we don't have anything else to
in
cover.
the situation, so I don't know what else to do.
Yeah. Let's watch Boblex.
Oh, he's knocking. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Hold on.
We could watch Breaking Bad.
Cool. The entire show.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. So we're gonna prove your theory.
You still doing this bit?
I've already committed to the bit. You know how hard it is to convince someone to like sell you a lottery ticket when you hand them like 87 pennies and like a Canadian dime?
You tell them that you were bought by Big Lotto. They might have given you all the tickets.
Okay. So this is Lucky 7. Okay?
Okay.
So the way this works is if I get 3 7s in a row, I win the prize.
Ooh.
Which one should we scratch first?
7.
Which one?
For consistency's sake.
Which one is that one?
The 7th
one. Of the
one.
7s.
Okay, it's an 8. You didn't do it. You gotta find 7s.
Wow.
Alright. SRV,
Right.
it's your turn.
Okay, do the second one.
Okay, let's see. Oh, you see? So that's a 7.
Oh, that's how you do it. Okay.
Interesting. This could be our lucky day.
Bronze.
Could be. Do the 4th one.
Do the 4th one. Bronze, you're not picking anymore. You're done. That's a 3.
Okay.
SRV, let's see it.
Do the first one.
Do the first one. See, that's a 7.
Wow.
All right, now I'm gonna save that one in the corner there. I'm gonna save that one. Don't pick that one. Bronze, I'll let you pick. See what SRV is doing. See if you can do it.
Okay. The 3rd one.
No, not the 3rd one.
The 3rd one.
Don't do the 3rd one. Do a different one.
Find the 5th one.
The 5th one. Damn it! That's a 9. What are you doing?
Ah.
All right, SRV, go ahead and pick.
Wait, how many are left?
There's 3, there's 6, there's 8, and 9. But
Do
the
a
only one-
6.
That's a 7, you see.
Wow.
Like he's.
I should just not pick.
All right, SRV, pick the last one. Pick one.
This is the world's
9.
disappointing game of tic-tac-toe.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna win this now, because there's
Oh,
2 of them
no.
in a row there. So that 3rd one is like a double cross. I don't think that'll be it.
Mm.
I'm gonna scratch off the 8th one. That's another 7. Yeah, ain't no way there's 6 7s on this ticket. Do you think there will be?
We gotta believe.
Who knows?
Nope, it's a 9.
Oh,
But you see, there's the lucky box. The lucky box.
Lucky box.
I think we're feeling lucky.
If there's a horseshoe in there, I win the prize.
Wow.
Which do you want to see the prize first or the lucky box first?
I want to see the prize.
The prize is $5.
It's a good prize.
If it's
more than
horseshoe.
$1.
Oh. Maybe he needs a new pair of shoes.
All right, it's a ring.
Oh.
Oh.
So now what we do? What else are you supposed to do?
Like, do you just lose now?
What point was this supposed to prove?
That he's
I got in the car and
Lotto.
asked that very thing myself. Here's the thing, is that there was a 0% chance of this working out. Just because I did this on camera.
Dude, iDubbbz told you, don't do the lottery.
I could have won $7,000.
Could have won $5.
I actually got my hopes up when I saw the $5 because I was like, okay, maybe it'll be just something then.
Yeah, they might give away $5.
You lost all 4 of your quarters.
I got this quarter. I spent it. I bought it in pennies. Let me see if there's like a secret 7 somewhere.
Gotta be hidden somewhere.
Where is it?
Is this the content you strive for, ladies and gentlemen?
This is
week's
what
I'm
iDubbbz
very
is.
insecure about my ability to entertain.
You need to be edgy, Drake. It's the only way.
Say it.
You know, the ticket number is 182. Like
Now
blank.
that's comedy.
Okay. Yeah, we've hit a runtime. I think that's it for the show.
Yeah.
Wow. All
Okay.
right.
There we
Cool.
go.
What do you want to
We've
do?
solved
What did you want to
racism.
do for the show?
We wanted to watch Breaking Bad.
The whole show? All right, let's do
All of it.
Let's do it. No, let's not do it.
Yeah. I mean, I did want to like briefly talk about Sam Hyde since surprisingly we didn't mention him that much. But
Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask like Yeah, I wanted to make funny Vine references. I wanted to ask around the room, like, just to clarify your general opinion on Sam Hyde, if he's the greatest comedy entertainer of our day. And
Sam Hyde $1 Million Vault, or whatever the fuck it's called, is the funniest show that was ever on television. It's not derivative or obnoxious, and it's not like sketch comedy is like the easiest form of scripted television you could make. And it's not like there's only been like 2 good sketch shows in human history. That being The Whitest Kids You Know and
so you don't even have a second one.
The Carol Burnett Show, does that count? Sure.
Derek comedy.
Well, I'm talking
I'll say
about ridiculousness.
Sam Hyde is occasionally funny, but I also think he tries too hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, he should be more like iDubbbz, just not...
Not try at all, yeah.
Yeah. Did Sam talk about the iDubbbz thing? The apology?
You know, I went to 2 gas stations to try and find a lottery ticket because the first one wouldn't sell it to me because I rushed in the door with a handful of, like, pennies and shit. And be like, could I have a lottery ticket? Number 17, please. Either that or it's because I forgot my ID.
Either that is because I was wearing my ski mask and I accidentally threw my gun onto the counter.
Okay. What's your
content.
opinion? What's your opinion, Bronze?
I think that he's not my cup of tea. I think that
Cat falling off wheelchair gif is better than Sam Hyde, says Femboy Leo.
Yeah, I think that like in general, like offensive, edgy, like, oh, we don't talk about those groups of people kind of humor is very difficult to do properly, and iDubbbz nor Sam Hyde have not done it successfully.
Yeah. But what did you mean by cup
Cage,
of
the
tea?
funniest man in...
He's not a liquid.
By the way,
He's not.
have we seen Rusty Cage's latest video?
Who?
Rusty Cage.
Who?
Fuck off. Have you seen Rusty Cage's latest video, SRV?
No.
Okay.
I feel like he's being too melodramatic.
You think so?
Yes.
You think so? He's being a little melodramatic?
Yes.
I can't tell if he's, like, serious or if he's, like, putting it on for the video. I really can't. These 2 thumbnails are the same thumbnail, by the way.
Like, why can't he just make Knife Song 2? Like, really?
He's already done Knife Song 2. He's beyond, like, Knife Song 17.
Why can't he just make Knife Song 23?
Because then he wouldn't have... He would had to make 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21, 22.
Yeah, once you start, you can't stop.
True.
I think him and Monkey Jones are the perfect example.
Monkey Jones?
I think him and Monkey Jones are the perfect examples of, like, edgy humor for edgy humor's sake not really working in modern day.
I still enjoy Simeon Jimmy, but, like, I feel like he also doesn't try anymore.
Yeah.
Like, Wheel of Cursed Meals 5? Have you seen the Wheel of Cursed Meals series? It's fucking terrible. It's fucking
I forgot
terrible.
that he existed.
It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. It's not funny.
Didn't you live, like, right next to Monkey Jones at one point?
No?
I could have sworn.
I lived in the same state as him.
Yeah, I think that was it.
And then he moved to Iowa, and then I moved to New York, so none of us live anywhere near in the same state. Neither of us lived in North Carolina any longer.
But now you can meet all the fun New York celebrities.
There's lots of them.
I met DJS.
DJS.
Yeah, it took you a minute, but you got it. I think we're done with the show, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Any final words, anyone?
iDubbbz, you need to make another sewer pickle video.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you need to make like a suicide note.
No. What's wrong with you, Drake? You monster. This edgy comedy is unforgivable.
Go ahead, Bronze.
Subscribe to Boblex.
Okay, it's done. We're done with this. It's not acceptable. All right. Thank you, everyone.
That's too